Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Any Other Business. Here, today we're speaking to security personnel here to further discuss the mental health topic. So, what's your name, sir? Zachary Danjuma. Okay, and you?
Moses Edwin by name, sir.
Moses
Edwin by name.
Edwin, and you?
Jude Hassan by name.
Jude Hassan. What's your name, sir?
David.
David. David?
Imawa.
Imawa. Okay, very good. Well done. So, okay, so guys, I'm just gonna ask: have you come across anything in life generally that kind of made you feel really down? Not that you are sick in terms of maybe you had malaria or anything, but you're not just yourself, and it really knocked you down. What experiences have you had? Should I start with, bro? Any experience you've had that made you feel really down and like not yourself, not because you have headache or anything? Go on, don't be shy.
No, sir.
Are you sure? Okay, what about you, my brother?
I've had experiences many in life that make me to feel down.
Okay, give us one that was the really, really bad one.
Yeah, especially in what is happening in our country, Nigeria, presently. Especially in the aspect of youth empowerment. We are down in the sense that most of our helpers are not there for us to like cope up with life. So we have to struggle on our own day by day, and it's very hard to cope.
Okay.
But since the way we fall into the country, we're still trying our best to see that yes, someday some good will be better for us in our life.
Okay.
But we have a lot of experiences that made us to like feel down and just like thinking of how it's gonna be. But we pray that by the special grace of God, one day it's going to be okay.
Okay, so give us one specific experience of life that you had that kind of made you feel so down and you didn't feel like yourself.
Yeah, in the sense that when I was like trying to grow up, schooling, so I had a lot of challenges in life due to capital, so I have to drop down from school. So with that, I feel very bad due to the situation at hand at then.
When you say you feel very bad, you know how
In the aspect of
is that in comparison to your other colleagues or friends?
No, it's not in comparison due to what status, like class status. So it's just like the rich have the better part, but we're the less privileged. We have to struggle to survive in our own, and it's very difficult and it's very expensive for us. But we just have to like try and meet up, and then we tell them we are still.
Okay. So what about you? Do you have any specific life experiences, that's made you really feel so down? Not that you're having headache or you're not feeling well in terms of malaria or typhoid, but you're just not yourself. One life experience that, really, really hit you.
My own experience in my own aspect is the way we find ourselves in our country now.
Okay.
I'm too young to come and be doing work like this.
How old are you?
I'm just 22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're supposed me like this, a young boy. I'm supposed to be in a school, let me say in the university level, but in the form of no capital. No, because the way things are, if there is no capital, you cannot further anything. Even by eating, you'll be mostly be difficult to even get something to eat, because mostly your number one priority in as a human being, when you are okay by having food, everything is done. But when you don't have capital for you to afford food or to afford something that you wear on yourself, that will make you feel like you are not on your senses, because every day you'll be thinking, how may I get something to eat? How may I get something to take care of myself? How may I get something to even take care of my younger ones or my siblings? That is the number one priority that like let's say in Africa, that will face difficulties with it. Always, you don't even sit down sad.
So, what you're saying, what life things have happened to you now that makes you feel really down? You know, like you every day. You know, how does it affect you?
It affects me in many ways. Because as a human being, the way you want something, you will not get it like that, number one.
Yeah, that's normal with life. But then again, how does that affect you as a person when you don't get what you are looking for in life? How do you cope with it? How does it affect you?
You know, in this life, you must be patient. In other aspects, you see yourself. But when you are patient, what you are looking for, you will get it.
Sometimes you might not, circumstances may not, give you, help your patience. In other words, it may not happen. I'm talking more of things like, have you ever lost somebody in life? You know, how did that affect you? Have you ever lost something, maybe property, or have you ever found yourself in a situation where you feel you're just alone and nobody understands you or nobody is doing anything to help you?
What I want to say now, as we are saying, the way I am now, I've lost maybe, because it's not a maybe, I've lost my parents.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I'm just living alone. That's why when you talk about how are you feeling, I will say I lost my parents, I feel so bad. Every time I sit down and think about life, the number one thing that will come to my mind, if my parent is alive, maybe I will not feel like this. Because in this life, when you are with your mother, you are with your father, you feel okay, you feel good in this life. But maybe you don't have anybody like that beside you. That is, you don't have your left,
someone you can talk to.
you don't have your right. Let's say maybe if you have a small problem, somebody that maybe you share advice with, that maybe telling my son do this, my son do this, you don't have them, you feel so bad every time in this life.
So you don't feel you have anyone you can speak to when you have you have an issue or anything like that. Is that the same thing you feel? So I see you nodding.
Because
you feel the same thing
because
too.
you always sit down and think
about those things.
about all those things, and every day you are thinking about those things. Every day you be moving backward. You not think about frontward to your life, how you gain your life or how you will prosper your life. You always think, why everyday things are hard to me? Why everyday things are like this to me?
So how do you cope with these daily? Before I even go to how you cope with it, in your job, we know every work, there is what we call occupational hazard, which means the kind of risk you are exposed to at work, or the things that happen to you whilst you are doing your job. So in terms of your work, have you come across or experienced anything that has made you feel down, or made you feel a little less than yourself in terms of your work? You're serving customers. Sometimes some customers can be good, sometimes others can be. Do you ever experience anything around that?
Like the way it happened last week ago. That is a customer with us. Because the way we attend to the customer was so harsh for us. It gets to slap one of my colleagues.
Okay.
Because the way the man approached to us this was. That is why in your own word you say, how do we cope with our customer? Sometimes you got to be patient, sometimes you will not be patient. Sometimes if you say you be patient, the customer will get himself from you mostly. Maybe you'll be doing all the same thing every 1 or 2 seconds. But maybe it's not being you be patient, you'll be giving him that audacity or that authority to be doing such of things to you. But the way that day we look at ourselves, a little experience with him, it make him feel so bad.
So how did that make you feel after the incident? Did you feel safe? Did you feel happy?
We were not happy because it's just that the reason that make him to do that is like he look us like maybe we don't have anybody to help, or based on the way we are working this kind of work, we don't have any future. So he just wants to like ride on us because he has what he thinks that he has. But sincerely, the way we are coping with the work, sir, it's not really easy. But we just have to do it because we don't have things to do for now due to the country and other things, help and capacity. But it's not that we are not ready to do something. We're all ready to do something.
I mean, you're already even doing something by doing this
The way
work.
we are
yeah.
feeling, those it's not that easy. Just trying to cope with others because manner of understanding is different. So, what do they call it? Customers might be polite, might be good to you. Why someone will be harsh due to no reason? They might just like you or they might just hate you for no reason. So that's what we normally do face as challenges in the world.